There's a new plot twist in the Epstein files. For those who can't keep up, here it goes. First, the Trump administration promised to release the full list, but then they suddenly said, oops, nothing to see here. So now, Amy Wallace, the co-author of Nobody's Girl, which is a memoir from late Epstein victim Virginia Giuffre, is dropping some bombshells, okay, in her new claims and this book. Take a look.
The purpose of her book was never to write a list of names. The list of names exists. It exists in the FBI files. It exists in the Epstein files, as we now call them.
This book makes clear that Ghislaine Maxwell was not just the receptionist that kept the notes on when the next girl was going to come, and not just a procurer, although she did procure, and that was in itself evil, but she also sexually abused these young girls herself. The fact that anyone is even bandying about the idea that she might be pardoned is just unthinkable.
Ghislaine Maxwell has denied abuse allegations and was convicted on sex trafficking charges. And here's what Trump said about Maxwell a few weeks ago. Watch.
The Supreme Court is back in session. They rejected today an appeal by Ghislaine Maxwell to overturn her conviction. That means her only chance at getting out of prison is a pardon from you. Is that something you're open to doing?
Who are we talking about?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
I haven't heard the name in so long. I can say this, that I'd have to take a look at it. I would have to take a look. I will speak to the DOJ. I wouldn't consider it or not consider it. I don't know anything about it.
Do you think this book will finally compel Republicans to release the damn files later this year?
You know what? Let's remember that as we sit here today, it has been over a month since Adelita Grijalva was elected in Arizona in a special election, and Mike Johnson refuses to swear her in.
Yep.
In part, many people think, including myself, because she would be the last vote needed to approve the discharge petition in the House demanding the release of the Epstein files. So today, one of the things we have to do is tell Mike Johnson it's time to, it was time a month ago to swear in Adelita Grijalva. Do it now.
How long can he keep it up, though?
Well, with all of these accusations floating around surrounding Epstein and Prince Andrew, I find that the fire must be getting hot because people are doing things. Like Prince Andrew just relinquished his royal, his titles and his honors right before the book came out, knowing not maybe what's in the book, but what could be in the book. That was a big step, considering it has haunted the royal family for a long time. And I commend the publishers for releasing the book, because the royal family is a very powerful institution, and they can do what they want. And the fact that there was enough in there that this happened. But I also know there are other victims that are speaking out, hoping that they release these files. So I would say that, you know, the more President Trump says, I don't know who that is, and the Republicans turn on whether they're going to release him or not, they are absolutely doing the opposite of what they're trying to do. They are not killing the topic. They are making it all the more interesting. And at some point, we will learn the names that have been complicit in hiding these pedophiles.
That's right. And they are pedophiles. I think we have to remember that Virginia, who, died by suicide this year, and her family says in large part because of the abuse, terrible abuse that she suffered. She was 17 at the time, and I haven't read the entire book, but I have read several excerpts, and it's set, and she writes, this woman, that Virginia was forced to have sex with Prince Andrew, or Andrew.
Looking at the Epstein file, they talk about Amy Wallace came out with that book. In that book, she is trying to explain more. She brings out some names of some people. She brings out how the Epstein was doing his jobs and how those people are involved. Most of the people are billionaires. Some of them are senators. Some of them are governors. Some of them are ex-governors. They talk about the Virginia who just committed suicide. It's very sad. You know, Virginia committed suicide because she was forced 3 times for Prince Andrew to have his way on her. Just imagine just her little children. My God. And Prince Andrew, but Prince Andrew is still in denial that he did such a calamity. which had made the Britain to pull off the title from him. He can never be a duke again. He cannot even take the throne, never. And then they want to pull it up for him. But they talk about some year ago, he contacted Virginia, wanted to settle her for an agreement. Why you want to say to somebody that you're not guilty of it? And but he kept denying what the girl talk about him. About that particular girl, talk about that President Donald Trump. For the 24 months that he was there, she didn't see President Donald Trump into the act. And then the women in the views, they say maybe President Donald Trump is not there. Maybe he's just protecting, because most of them are the millionaires, and most of them are the millionaires supporting him. And for him to bring down that name is going to bring down America as a whole. So the women in the views are just saying that him protecting them is going to instead make many people think that he is guilty. They talk about Epstein secretary that was taking the name of everybody who was entering and going. She's in jail. So they were asking President Trump if she could be pardoned, and he said that I cannot remember the name of anybody like that. I still have to go and read it and verify. So the women reviews were saying that for President Donald Trump to refuse that he don't know the name of the secretary, the lady, that's a lie. So they talk about that lady also, she was not just a secretary, but she herself, she was part of it. She told she make her way with those girls. So some people are saying that this is very horrific, and this is why the Virginia took her life away. They talk about the co-author with the Virginia. She said that she has a list of everybody who was there. They talk about this particular women. This lady says she has given it to FBI. So the FBI have the list. So they are waiting for President Donald Trump to give them a go-ahead. So they talk about some particular ladies, also a group of women who also have that list. So the women in the views were saying that since President Donald Trump don't want to come ahead and release that list, those women should release that list. It's going to free a lot of people. A lot of people are going to get safe. A lot of girls will not pass through, because if they are hiding it, it's still giving powers for other people to still do what. Epstein have died does not mean that what he was doing is dead. You have other people. It's a spirit that will still come upon them, and they'll still do worse than what he was doing. So they're just telling that the women in the views, all they have to do is to, all Epstein have to do, all they have to do, for example, is just to tell those women to rescue other women and to bring it out. What do you think about all this is happening? Let me see our own opinion on the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe and help share my video. God bless you.